Ray J denies he had any involvement in the death of Whitney Houston. He said he loved Whitney. He said he loved Whitney. Had nothing to do with the alleged death bag Orlando Brown saying he provided. Let's get into the content now.
I love Whitney. I was with Whitney every fucking day. She was one of the most important people to me. Niggas is saying that I was in the room when she died. Bro, that's the biggest cap I've ever heard. I've heard it since the beginning. But when you know the truth, why do you have to jump out there and try to tell it to everybody? So I didn't care about what people were saying at first.
When you mentioned murder, right?
That's, if you look on all my comments,
yes,
every time I go live, anything, you kill Whitney.
Okay.
That happens in spam.
Now speak your truth on that.
Here's the truth. Just, it's not my truth. It's just certain times when narratives are going to the moon, that's not true. Everybody has you have to go and you have to shut certain things down.
Right.
The way they made that scene is so haunting to me. Here's why. I wasn't even there. I was nowhere around.
Where were you?
I was in San Diego doing a show.
Okay.
The Clive Davis event was the next day. We were gonna go there together. And we were gonna fucking really make the announcement that, like, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all had a real relationship?
1000%, bro.
The real emotions?
Bro, that was my people, bro.
So
that's how like, I barely speak on Whitney. She's Whitney Houston.
Yes.
That's Whitney Houston, but she's Whitney to me, right? And to me, it's just so distasteful for somebody to tell somebody something that the other person can't respond to.
Right.
To me, it's unfair, so I've always just never said nothing. But now that this shit's going everywhere.
But, you know, you got to be very, very careful with, you know, how you play, Ray J. You're just saying that kind of stuff so you can be found inadmissible in court. Okay? That's all you know, you want to be inadmissible in court. You want to be deemed uncredible as a witness. So you're saying things like, oh, I'm gonna go show up butt naked and I was the kingpin. But if you're saying somebody told you right, because I'm a nigga with money, so somebody advised you right. They told you to do the Orlando Brown.
Like, bro, it's just fucking hurtful, bro. Like, when I got back to the hotel, they did not let me up at first. Until everything was cleared and it was just the family, that's when I was able to go upstairs and see the family. This is you talking like late at night. When I pull up, I got my shoes. I'm ready to go to the event. I just talked to her on the phone. She's not there no more. It's over. Like, and Ray, who was her bodyguard, he found her and he called me. CNN says Ray J found her. And then 10 minutes later, like, oh no, Ray, her bodyguard. That shit's 10 minutes later, bro. I was nowhere to be found.
Right.
And I hate talking about it because I got so much love for her. I've never seen her in that state.
Yeah.
They never, so to make me that person when I wasn't even there, and then to put murderer on top of that, but I just solely just got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done one drug with Whitney. And then when niggas ask me, did Whitney do drugs? I mean, you don't gotta, there's certain things you can ask me, and I'll tell you about me. But you don't gotta ask the other question, because you already fucking know, like, it's Whitney. Everybody knows certain answers. I could tell you about me. Like, I was so fucked up after that shit happened. I tried hard drugs for the first time after this shit happened, because I was just like, I didn't know what was going on, bro. I was totally like in awe of it.
Did you ever witness her doing drugs?
Whitney?
Yes.
I don't want to talk about that, because then it's like, I can never, put it like this. I'm way younger, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She's in control, bro. She's Whitney. She's a boss. And so, to make me the big dog, I'm not the big dog, bro. I'm the little nigga, bro. I'm the little homie.
But you know, you got to be very, very careful with, you know, how you play, Ray J. You're just saying that kind of stuff so you can be found inadmissible in court. Okay, that's all you know. You want to be inadmissible in court. You want to be deemed uncredible as a witness.
Look, I have no final judgment on this one. I can never say that man actually provided those drugs that took Whitney down. I can't say that Whitney had a problem. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. One thing he said that was true for sure, he was the little dog in the situation. He was just blessed to be there, but he was with her from 26 to 31. Fam. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. This is Ray J. The man say he actually tried hard drugs after she passed away. Look, you can't put everything on everybody, fam. If it was any truth to that, despite what it looked like, if it was any truth to that, I believe Ray J would have been went down for Whitney. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, fam. Now, does he have a drug problem? Yeah, yeah. Does he have an alcohol problem? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do he be tripping sometimes? Of course. It is Ray J, fam. Uh, if you have been involved any type of way in Hollywood for as long as Ray J have, you've seen some things, you've done some things, and you definitely regret so much. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. It could drive one man crazy. Now, Ray J wouldn't be considered a child star, but something like that. He's a child star. You don't expect much from people like him. Look at Shia LaBeouf. You know what I mean? And I hate to use my man Shia LaBeouf as an example, fam, but you got to look at what happens to these people when they stick around for too long. It's some things you could learn from Ray J. It's some secrets he holds. You know what I mean? It's like being Diddy's boy toy. That's one of the secrets. You know, he could be everything under the sun that you think about him, but accusing them of what happened to Whitney Houston. Look at what happened to Bobby Christina. I'm not saying it ain't no foul play there. Clive Davis went on to have that Grammy pre-party after, well, you know what? While her body was still up there, they was partying downstairs. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, bro. This is a demonic industry. I hate to go there, fam, because it's always like, you just have an opinion on it. You got to remember what happens in this industry. This is the demonic industry. On top of that, it's the Grammys, fam. You know what I mean? Every year we go through the same thing about the Grammys because it's so um, cultish. Let's say it like that. It's so cultish. I don't want to say, you know what? You could tell it's some Luciferian shit going on there. Fam, the people continued the party. Clive Davis hosted that party, saying, "Oh, Whitney wanted us to party. She would want this." Like, I don't think anybody would want that. That's why Shaka Khan went against it. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. It was very, very weird, and it seemed like it was some type of sacrifice. Whitney was getting better at the time. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Whitney was getting better. She seemed to be beating that addiction. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you'll never beat an addiction. It's always there." That's not the case, man. That's not true. That's not true. With enough help and enough treatment, one can get over their addictions. Now, will it be something there? Yeah, you're going to remember yourself, but bro, crackheads reform all the time. Yeah, they crackheads reform all the time. I don't think it was even over for Whitney. So I don't know what happened to her. That's the truth. Because, like I said, I do think it was some foul shit going on with Whitney, but I just can't put that on Ray J. You can't put that on that man. You can't put that on that man. At the time, Whitney was going to do what Whitney was going to do anyway. He wasn't there. Despite what it looks like, he wasn't there. He was trying to get in, fam. He was trying to get in, but he did go to the party afterwards. So what we hearing, he was sitting over there with Clive Davis before the party started. They found Whitney at 3:45, fam. Look, drop it in the comments. Like I said, I can't put that on Ray J. Everybody make your own opinions from what you see. I can't put that on him. I say, don't know what happened, but like I said, it's a demonic business. A demonic business. They gonna give it, and they're gonna take it away. That's the moral of the story. Drop it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Scars from the playground. We're going that way. Yeah, scars from the playground. We're going that way. Takes a little time to figure it out, but once it's all figured out, won't be a problem. Won't be an issue. You know what I mean? Yeah, it won't be an issue. But I'm not the type to get help on anything. Yeah, they don't help me on nothing. They just help out. I mean, they hope it fails. Yeah, they hope it fails. But as long as I keep going, it's gonna keep going and growing, bro. And new album on the way. Don't talk about music too much these days, as of lately. Why? Because I've been working. Yeah, I've been working. That's it. New album gonna be better than some of your favorites. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Like, share, subscribe, nigga. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.